everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk again today about ECT. It's kind of my flavor of the month, I guess. Still experiencing it, so it's kind of what's on my mind. But today I wanted to talk about why I do ECT. There can be many reasons why people do ECT. It can help with everything from schizophrenia to catatonia, and of course my diagnosis is major depressive disorder with, I don't know, I forget, it changes all the time, but my main problem is I have a lot of suicidal ideation, and once I get the thought in my mind, it stays there and I can't get it to go. And your mind is a really tricky thing. So, you know, instead of thinking about like how much my husband and my kids care about me, I'm like, oh, they'll be better off without me. I'm just a waste of space. You know, I'm worth more dead than I am alive. You know, I'm just never gonna feel better. So why not just end it all? Because who wants to feel like yuck for the rest of their lives? You know, your brain will lie to you over and over and over again when you get that suicidal ideation in it, and you just can't stop thinking about it. And it got to the point where I was thinking about it like all day long. So, you know, I was, of course, under a suicide watch in the hospital, because at least I am capable of saying, this is what's going on with my head. Like, I can usually still step back far enough to be like, okay, I know I'm miserable right now, but there's got to be something that can help. So this time when I was hospitalized, of course, I had to have a sitter and all that fun stuff. They take all your clothes, they take all your blankets, and you're just kind of sitting there going to groups, which is awesome, but it's not fun. It's not fun to be sitting in a hospital setting like this. And so when my psychiatrist came to meet me and was asking me if I was doing any better, you know, they did a few med changes. Well, those take, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, if not longer, to show that they're being effective. It really wasn't getting any better, and I really wasn't feeling any better, and I really wasn't eating anything more. This time around, I had no appetite. I was eating next to nothing every day, and when I was eating, I wasn't eating very healthy, and that doesn't help you feel better at all. Nutrition is definitely a huge part of depression. So she said, you know, one thing that we may want to consider is ECT. And right away I was just like, you know what, sign me up. Sign me up, sign me up, sign me up. I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of going down this rabbit hole of depression. You know, it cycles back, and I have some years are wonderful, and I sometimes have many years in a row that are wonderful, and sometimes it just bogs me down. And honestly, the past 3 years have really been a struggle for me. You know, once they finally got my medications right, well, I couldn't afford them. I can't afford $1,000 a month for medications. Who can? So it was really difficult. It was really difficult because I couldn't take the medication that was making me feel better, and the other medications kind of only made me feel better. I'd had a major med poop out, I guess. I don't know the scientific word for it, but it's like when your meds have worked for a long time, all of a sudden they stop working, which is horrible. So I've really been dealing with a lot of hospitalizations and inpatient and partial treatments. A lot for the past 3 years. I went through a year of agoraphobia where I could not leave my house without having a panic attack. I couldn't leave. If I did, I'd have to have Brian right next to me. I'd have to be holding on to his arm basically to leave the house. That was really hard. It was just easier for me to stay inside, which is no way to live a life. Some of you are well aware of that. So yeah, basically I have a reoccurrent deep depression. It's med resistant, and the older I get, the more med resistant I get. And so when they came up with this option, I didn't even care about the side effects. And there are side effects. I just wanted to feel better, and so I went for it. Of course, this decision is different for everybody. I am not a medical professional, so please, if you are thinking of this, consult with your provider or find a psychiatrist that will help you. If you are having deep, troubling thoughts, please find an emergency department, or emergency room, whatever you have in your area of the world, and get some help, because there is help out there, whether it's ECT, whether it's a medication change, whether it's therapy. There's many, many different kinds of therapies. There's help out there, and we don't need to struggle and feel awful all the time. ECT is just kind of my last resort to feel better, and it is working. It is working. So, yeah, it's not perfect. I'm not 100%. I think it will take a lot more work to get to 100%. And a lot of that work is stuff that I'm going to have to do, like eat properly, hydrate properly, sleep properly, exercise properly. I think I need to go back through some talk therapy. I kind of get to the point where I'm like, yeah, been here, done this, heard this a million times, but I think I need to hit another round of that. And there's just so much that I can do to help alleviate the depression as well as the ECT. So yeah, that's a little bit about why I decided to take ECT treatments. And if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you want to hear more of my story, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you next time.